That massive 3-year restoration of the state capitol is about halfway complete.
Tonight, there are questions about where some of that money could be spent. Republicans are on the defensive after published reports said they quietly pushed for $2 million in extra upgrades for furniture, upholstery, and other items, including a $10,000 door. Pat Kessler is at the state capitol this evening. Pat, what's all this about?
Well, this is all about this ambitious $300 million renovation of the Capitol. It's going to bring this 110-year-old building back to its original condition. But a $2 million upgrade for Republican-controlled areas is causing a political dust-up. Workers are gutting the inside of the Capitol, rebuilding it to look as much as possible as it did on the day it opened in 1905. The new and restored furnishings were supposed to cost $4.5 million. But state documents show Republican areas of the Capitol could see a $2 million upgrade. Wood floors, high-end upholstery, period furniture, and a $10,000 custom-made wood door.
It's just the height of hypocrisy. Again,
Democrats are turning up the heat, claiming the Capitol upgrades come at the expense of other state programs.
We should be looking at programs that help all Minnesotans instead of spending $10,000 on a door to a speaker's suite.
Republicans won back the majority last year after attacking Democrats for approving this $90 million office building going up behind the Capitol. GOP-leaning groups piling on with television ads.
And look at what they're doing.
They're building a new luxury office building for themselves.
But Republicans say they asked for and never got a cost breakdown for the upgrades. And they won't support a $10,000 door to an office that GOP leaders say the House Speaker will never use.
I would hope we'd go back to where we started with this project, that is that we renew this Capitol, bring it back to its former grandeur, do it in a bipartisan fashion, and let's kind of forget the political rhetoric.
Well, it's easy to say, a little harder to do here at the Capitol. Democratic leaders also supported these Capitol upgrades, and no money is going to be spent unless it is approved by a special Capitol Restoration Committee, which met today, and before which the Speaker of the House told them, I'm not going to approve this. I'm not going to support this $10,000 door. After this latest twist, Frank, Republican leaders say they are unlikely to support any of these upgrades because they're so very controversial and maybe not needed.
Yeah, well, how can they approve anything, Pat? I mean, they're not in session, so how does this work?
Money has to be approved by this special committee. All of the money was approved by the legislature to restore this Capitol, $300 million, including some of these upgrades. But until it is approved by this very special commission, none of this money can be spent on this. So it's going to go for many months into 2017 before all this money is spent.
Glad it's all public record, Pat. Keep an eye on things, will you?
You bet.
Thank you.